Hi, boys and girls. Mrs. Bishop here. If you did not get a chance yet to solve the review problem 213, take away 124, if you did not get an answer yet to this, please put this on pause and go and solve it so then you can come back and check your work. Okay, so let's take a look at this problem. You know we always like you to show two strategies to check your work to make sure your answer's right. And you can pick whatever two strategies you want as long as you show your work. So I am going to draw it for the first strategy. So I know I have two hundreds. So I am going to draw my two hundreds. I'm going to draw my 110. And I'm going to draw my 3 ones. So I have my hundreds, my tens, my ones. Now I'm not joining another number to this. I'm taking away. So I'm going to put my subtraction sign. I'm taking away 124. Now right away I notice something in the ones place, and I hope you notice it too. I cannot take 4 away from 3. It's not possible. So I need to go over and borrow from the tens place. So I'm going to borrow this 10 and bring it over here. And the tens place is always nice. He always lets you take the 10. So we're going to break it into 10 ones. I always like to build a little array so that I make sure that I have 10 ones. Okay, so now I can take away my 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, I see a problem here. I brought my 10 over to the ones place, so I do not have any 10s left. So I cannot take 2 away from 0. So what do I need to do? Hopefully you realize that we need to go and borrow 100. And we know 100 has 10 tens in it. So we're going to break this 100 into 10 tens instead of 10 ones. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Now I can take 2 away. And I know taking 2 away from 10 would be 8, but you can always count to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I can take away my 100. So our answer is 89 is the difference between 124 and 213. But I want to check my work because it is the morning and I might have made a mistake. So I'm going to check my work. So I'm going to use a number line. And I know that, oh, it's not in the camera. Let's see if I can, there we go. Hopefully you can see that. My number line is not very straight this morning. Okay, so I'm going to start with my 213. And I need to take away 124. So I'm going to start with my 100. I need to take away 1. So I'm going to jump a big 100 space. So I'm looking in my 100 spot. If I have 200s and I take away 1, I'm left with 1. And my tens place and my ones does not change. Now I need to take away my 2 tens. Uh-oh, I notice a problem. The same problem that I noticed over here. I cannot take 2 away from 1. So what I like to do is I look at this as 11 tens, which is 110. I can take 2 tens away from 11 tens. So if I jump my 20 and I take away those 2 from 11, that would leave me with 93. Because my 3 is not changing, my 1s is not changing. It does not change. So now I need to take away 4 ones. Again, can't take 4 away from that, but I know that I can take 3 away, right? So we're going to take away 3, which will put us at 90, and then we just need to take away one more, which will put us at 89. So, did we get the same answer? Yay, I wasn't that tired this morning. Okay, let's move on to what you're going to be working on at home. So, I might need to adjust this a little bit. I apologize. Okay, hopefully you can see that. Now, I am not going to do the exact problem that you have to do because I want you to do that independently, but I am going to do one that is very similar to help you out. So, let's read this together. Some second grade students were asked to vote for their favorite vegetable. Below are the results of the survey. So, here is the tally chart that told us, that collected the data. I'm trying to make this screen bigger. There we go. To collect the data on how many kids liked each vegetable. So here we have the names, we have the labels: corn, broccoli, carrots, and potatoes. So those are the vegetables that they were able to decide from. And here we see how many second graders voted for each of these. So if I look at corn, I see here's a group of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 voted for corn. Broccoli has 5, because I can see that 1, 2, 3, 4 shut the door, so we have 5. Carrots have 3. And potatoes have, here's another group of 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we look at this, we can already see some details. We know that corn had the most. We know that carrots had the least. So now what they want you to do with the tally chart that they gave you is they want you to make a picture graph. So I'm going to use my tally chart to make a picture graph, and you're going to need to use the one that they gave you to make a picture graph. So a picture graph actually looks quite similar to a tally chart when you set it up. So I'm going to draw my big box, and I need to make my title. So my title is favorite vegetable, or I could have put what is your favorite vegetable. And it's also going to have these columns. So I'm going to need 4 columns. So when you're making columns in a square or in a box, you only need to make 1 less line. So if I need 4, I'm going to make 3 lines. 1, 2, 3, and that will give me my 4 boxes. And I'm going to write down these labels. So we have corn, broccoli, carrots, and potatoes. Okay, so this is a picture graph. So instead of tallies, we're going to use a picture to represent our vegetables. Now for yours that you're going to do, you can pick your own picture, just like I can pick my own picture for this. So I'm just going to do a smiley face. So my smiley face equals 1 vote. So this is my key, or my legend, you can call it, and that tells the person who's reading the data what this picture means. You might want to draw a fancier picture. I'm just going to keep it simple with a smiley face. It doesn't matter. So corn, I have 9, so I need to draw 9 smiley faces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I know each of them stands for 1. Broccoli has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Carrots have 3. 1, 2, 3. And potatoes have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, one thing that I wish I would have done better as a mathematician is I wish I would have made my columns longer so that these smiley faces didn't go in 2 columns, so they just had one long column. So whoever was looking at the data would be able to easily see which one had the most. So that's probably something I would do differently, is make that column longer. And you also want to make sure that your picture is the same size. So you don't want to, if you're drawing a smiley face, you don't want to draw a huge smiley face for one vote and then a tiny smiley face for another vote. You want to keep them similar sizes. Okay, I hope that this was helpful for you and you have a wonderful day.